I was studying during the 90s and working on a different assignment as a freelancer, as a photographer, videographer, video director, and I was working in the advertisement at that time quite a lot. At the time it was the beginning of the campaign of the united opposition of the Serbia, which at the end brought the Milosevic down, and so as I was the one of the people who was doing video production at that moment, they asked me to contribute.
Otpor do pobede.
I felt like I had to take part in that process also.
Yeah.
I don't feel like taking a part in any political process anymore, really.
No? You're disappointed?
I'm not disappointed. I don't find myself inside of that story, really. In my personal case, I never really intended to be an influential artist upon the society. I only tried to express myself within limits that are satisfactory for me. My work, as I found out later, was influential upon the society was because only and mostly because of my works with the music bands. Lots of younger people and young population were looking at the music videos of these famous bands, local bands, and they grew up on the aesthetics, as some of them now say, They say this is the only, good visual stuff that we have at that time. It's very nice to hear stuff like that because, some people understood, some people recognize themselves, identify themselves with this kind of visual language. I always enjoy this kind of stuff. Is that this kind of texture, that usually forms on the old buildings, because in the Europe there is a intention to repair everything and to keep it as new as it's possible, But there is a fingerprint of the time, which I like in Belgrade. It's the face of the city as I recognize it. So this audio work that I did is for the Belgrade Summer Festival. It was all made by the still photographs, kind of stop motion and time-lapse photography, but presented as a video, not as some kind of slideshow. While you're, stopping the dream and starting to be awake, there is this small part of the, period where you mix two things, when you start to think rationally about your dreams. So this video is something about that feeling.
How do you know what's going on in this time, in this country?
I get some information from the younger people that I come in contact with. On the film school that I work in, observe their problems and their wishes and their goals. Working with young people and giving them a chance to be a good professional or good artist is a good investment. I find it much more constructive and much more creative to improve the knowledge of the young people and to help them to be better professionals and maybe to be better artists than to spend some time doing a political campaign for the person that might not be the person that you think he is today.